Well, hello, it's Peter Geary here from Remax Island Realty, and I've got my Friday figures. And today I'm going to look at Shelter Cove versus Harbour Town. Which one is the better investment? Now, if you look at the map, you see that Shelter Cove is right here on Broad Creek, and it got great sunsets, but it's on the creek. Harbour Town, on the other hand, is located right here on Calabogie Sound, and they both have wonderful harbors. They both have restaurants, shopping. And so, often people ask me, which is the better place to buy? Now, if you look at Harbour Town, these are the places I looked at. This is the plot map, or rather the master plan. And these are all of the kind of the villas that's are right on the harbor. Harbour Town has a minor area in MLS, extends way beyond this, but these are what I'm looking at: Caravel, Clipper, Cutter, these main Harbour Town areas. When you look at Shelter Cove, I'm also looking at just the stuff that's around the harbor. This is also their master plan, and just looking at this stuff on this side of 278. This is obviously Broad Creek over here. So Anchorage, Captain Quarters, Harborside, Mainsail, these are the main areas and villas only in Shelter Cove. So which one's got the better deal? Well, first of all, let's look at Sea Pines versus Shelter Cove, Palmetto Dunes Shelter Cove villas overall. So this is everything in Sea Pines and everything in Palmetto Dunes. And you can see the average price in 2018, $471 in Palmetto Dunes, $454 for Sea Pines. They've both appreciated, and actually Sea Pines has actually outpaced them, 41% to 32, but they're roughly very similar. If you look at just Harbour Town within Sea Pines, and you look at Shelter Cove within the whole Palmetto Dunes Shelter Cove area, you see that Harbour Town actually has a greater value at 479 to 650, and a greater increase versus Shelter Cove from 368 to 476. So Harbour Town not only has a higher premium, it also has risen over the last 4 years more, with a greater demand. Now, what's really interesting, if you look back to 2007, the real height of the market, Shelter Cove was at a 505,000, which is really interesting considering if you look at it in 221, the average price is 476. It's actually down 6% versus Harbour Town had a 432 average price in 2007, and it's gone up to 650. Dramatic increase. So you can see Shelter Cove's gone down over time, and Harbour Town has not only rebounded but gained significantly. So lastly, you can see cost per square foot, which kind of gives you an average based off of the fact that they're different size places. Harbour Town's probably got bigger places overall than Shelter Cove. And Shelter Cove's price per square foot's only gone up. It's a 17%, 305 to 356. Harbour Town's gone up 341 to 436. So what we see over time is that Harbour Town has not only improved in price, but it's premium to Shelter Cove. What I would say is that Shelter Cove, on the other hand, has probably got more value in it, or greater opportunity for value. And Shelter Cove's got new restaurants, it's got great shopping, it's really been invigorated recently. Long-term value, I like Sea Pines. Short-term value, I see Shelter Cove having good value there. But now, if you look on the market, there's nothing to buy in either of them. So you'll have to wait till next year when more stuff comes on the market, but keep an eye out for opportunity in Shelter Cove. Everybody have a great weekend, and that's it.